stadium, because back in the 30s, when the old man, when Art Rooney started the team, this is probably where they was practicing. This is called Exhibition Park. And somewhere around here there was a field. I'll explain a little more about that. But, what he did, if you follow anything about the Steelers, back in 33, like Rooney's, it was always been, Art Rooney was a horse race guy. I think he handicapped horses pretty good. I never knew him to have, we never read about him having a real job. He was an Olympic fighter. He was on the Olympic team around 1920, and he was on a team, but he didn't fight. He went over there, but he didn't fight. But, he always did stuff like that, but he told his wife, he says, they're starting his new football clubs, he called them. He says, if I want enough money at the track, he spent a week at the track with horses. He was a good handicap. And he says, and I can buy into this stuff. And she said, how much does it cost? She said, $2,500. And she said, I don't want to waste that kind of money on a stupid football team, you know. But that's one argument she's glad she lost, because it's probably worth $1 million today. So he bought it for $2,500. They were called the Pirates until 1940. They became the Steelers. War broke out in partnership with the Philadelphia Eagles. They were called the Sleet Eagles. You probably know that. In the following year, they partnership with Chicago. They were called the Pitt Cards for 1 year. And then when they got finished, the war got over, they all come back to their respective cities. There was only a handful of teams. That's how it kind of all got started. I'm going to walk down here and we got replicas of our 6 Super Bowl trophies. And they're not, the real ones are over on the south side, over there where the Steelers are practicing, where they're at every day. Pitt practices over there. These are, if I would have told you they were replicas, you wouldn't even know if you're right. They're replicas of the Island. And like I said, the Steelers are over the south side. Now, if you're from Pittsburgh, you don't say the south side, you say the south side. You're over the south side. That's some of the our Super Bowl trophies that we've won so far. And if you follow sports at all, along the wall here, that's a history, a timeline of Pittsburgh Steelers. All those numbers are years of some of the guys that played this. When we get young kids on the tour, I always tell them the one guy on that whole wall who's not connected with football at all. It's right below number 25 speed caps there, right? Baseball field. That's Roberto Clemente. Great right fielder for the Pirates. He's on there for that reason. He also is a great humanitarian. He was taking food, earthquake victims, a big rock. By the way, somebody yelled about Pitt. Pitt Panthers play here also. You'll see some Pitt stuff here. And I'll tell you, our WPIL high school section here in Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania, it's called the WPIL. The Rooneys let them play their championship games out here. Any team that ever won the WPIAL, that's single A, double A, any team that ever won, they let them send a mural of their school, their colors, their nickname, and all that stuff. So as we're walking around the stadium, you're going to see on the wall, you'll see Woodland Hills, Central Catholic, Ellicott. That's all high schools that ended the year they won. At some point they won the WPIAL championship. So that's pretty nice for the kids to play out here, you know, in the stadium. Let's take a walk down to our walk. They're making their reports for their newspaper article, for the TV, their magazine article, for the radio commentary, right. TV commentary, and that's what they're doing, making the reports out. Now, they're all numbered, so I don't know how it all works, but I'm sure if you have a local, if you work for one of the local magazines or newspapers, you'll be down in here. If you work for the Sunday, if you work for like the Philadelphia Eagle Gazette.
Oh yeah, do the friend finder.
3400 Forbes Avenue's in Oakland.
California?
No, it is in Oakland, North Oakland. 3600 Forbes Avenue.
Yeah,
University of Pittsburgh in Oakland. You are correct.
No, they were saying UP. Is that where Brad is? Check to find the...
Door gonna hold us?
raised.
Yeah, that's good. That's normal.
Alright, I'm on
That's okay. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, lift up again.
I'll tell you what. It looks like it's greased pretty good. See?
Good.
No, that's grease, not praise.
Yeah, it's all greased it. I don't see any fray, so we're okay.
What'd you say?
How many grandmothers come up with that?
Probably cool.
There they go.
There you go. We must be halfway.
Julia didn't even talk to you? You didn't talk to Shelley?
No, I think she's decorating some what she got. She's in North Park.
Oh, come on. I missed it.
Hey, do it again. He's trying to get on camera.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Pitt.
Pitt? Panthers?
Yes, Panther Parkour.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Good shit.
All right, thank you very much, guys.
You're welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.